Starting on all fours with the wrists. And then cat-cow. Inhale, open chest, look up. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Once more, give it a good stretch. Back to neutral spine, stick the left leg back. Right fingertips to the front. Find your spinal balance and just hold. Big inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee under your tummy. Round the back. Twice more. One more time, inhale. Long line. Exhale, touch. Squeeze, hold it for one more breath. Make sure you round that back. Use the stomach muscles. And come back to all fours. Center everything, long neck. Right leg goes back when you're ready. Squeeze the right bum. Right bum cheek, left fingertips to the front. Long line. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Give it a good squeeze as you're rounding the back. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. One last time. And squeeze. Hold it for one more breath. Hands down. Reaching fingertips forwards, tucking toes. First downward dog. Finding a nice stretch in the shoulders. Chest. Sending the shoulder blades to the lower back. I'm pedaling feet, I'm moving. If you want to find a static stretch straight away, that's quite nice too. Keep the arms long. And then make your way to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance. Hands on your knees once you're there, long spine. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Make sure you're bending the knees. Starting to stretch those hamstrings. I'm just going to move side to side a bit. I'm grabbing the back of the leg. If you'd rather grab your elbows with the opposite hands, that might be nice on the back as well. Make sure you're not looking at the knees at all. Hang your head. And then put your hands back onto your knees. Round your back as you're bending the knees even more. Slowly come up, restacking the vertebrae one by one. And then roll the shoulders out on the top. Reach up, big inhale. Exhale, let's fold straight away. Inhale into a halfway lift, lengthen that spine. And step back into your high plank. Let's just hold the high plank for a sec. Dropping your bum in line with your shoulders. Drawing belly button to the lower back. And then push up into your downward dog. We're going to come back to your chaturanga in a sec. Let's just find that downward dog again. You might want to bend your knees. And then lift your right leg behind you. Take a big inhale. And bring your right knee to the nose. Round the back. A bit more work on the core muscles. Let's do that twice more. Inhale as you push back. Lift it high using your right glute muscle. Exhale, bend the knee. Try and bring your knee to the nose, rounding back. One more time. Inhale. I'm going to step forwards, just behind the wrist into a pigeon as you bring the legs forwards. So lay your right knee behind the right wrist, and if you can, your right ankle behind the left wrist. Left knee down on tucking toes. Come onto the fingertips, and if it doesn't hurt your knees, try and square your hips. Take a big inhale and look forwards. And exhale, leave the fingertips as they are. Just bend the elbows as if you were doing a press up on your fingertips and lean forwards. Come back, take a big inhale. Put your hands flat, tug the back toes. Lift the back knee around your back and step back into your three-legged dog. So we're going to come back here. So make sure your knee's safe when you step forwards into your pigeon. As you exhale, bring the right knee to the left elbow this time. And then turn. I'm pivoting left heel onto the mat. I'm popping the right knee onto the mat. Lifting left arm, coming into your first side plank. we take it a bit easier. Put your left hand down. I'm going to do it again. Go back into three-legged dog. Lift the right leg behind you. Big inhale. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow, so twist across, and you have the same option to drop the knee down, or I'm extending that right leg. Pivoting left heel onto the mat, lifting the left hand, coming into fallen triangle. We do that one more time. Lift your right leg up, three-legged dog, inhale. You choose your option. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow, either side plank or fallen triangle. Lift the bum a bit higher, hold it for one more breath. And then the left hand down, push your right leg back, three-legged dog one more time. And come back into your downward dog. Inhale, ripple forwards, high plank. Exhale, sink onto your front. I'm dropping the knees with the first one. 3 mini cobras, untug the toes. Inhale, lift the shoulders, maybe drop your head back. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. One more time, inhale. Let's lift all the way up if you can. And slowly find your way into your downward dog. I'm finding child's pose first. You go into it straight away if you want. Find your static pose if you're ready. Otherwise, move if you need any movement. Lift the left leg behind you. Big inhale, squeeze the left glute. Left knee to the nose to start with 3 times. Rounding the back, finding the core muscles, sucking navel in. Push up three-legged dog. Pay attention to that left glute. Squeeze as you lift. Knee to nose. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, three-legged dog. And step forwards into pigeon. So try and lay that shin behind the wrists. Take your time to find it. Find the angle at the knee. I'm popping the right knee onto the mat, untucking toes. Coming onto fingertips. Lifting the spine, squaring hips, maybe back leg straight if you can. Big inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up. Put your hands flat. Tug the back toes. Lift your bum round the back and push back into three-legged dog. Big inhale. Left knee to the right elbow this time. Exhale. And I'm popping the left knee onto the mat. First side plank. Pivot the right heel onto the mat. Lift the right arm. And we've got 2 more. Put that right hand down. Push back into three-legged dog. Lift that left heel high, squeezing glutes. Left knee to the right elbow. And if you're ready, extend that the left knee. Lift the right arm and find your fallen triangle. So basically, that's still your side plank. Right hand down, three-legged dog one more time. Big inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow or extending to fallen triangle. Hold, lifting hip higher, stacking shoulders. Right hand down, step into three-legged dog. Squeezing the left glute one more time. And then step down, downward dog. Finding the stretch in the shoulders. And let's release the tension in your wrists. Inhale, come forwards into high plank. Exhale, sink down, going through chaturanga. I'm going to try and keep it full chaturanga this time. Inhale, cobra or upward dog if you're ready to take the thighs off, tightening the quads, and sit into downward dog. Hold it for one more breath. We should be warming up. On your next inhale, look forwards. Step or jump forwards into a wide yogic squat. I'm stepping first, toes outwards, knees are pointing out as you sit down. And push your elbows into your knees, looking forwards, lengthening spine, you know what you're doing. Make your feet wide enough so that your heels are going onto the mat. You might feel you want to stay up, but that's okay, as long as your feet are wide enough and your heels are going onto the mat. So you're stretching out your inner thighs. Press the elbows into the knees. Drop the tailbone, lift the crown of your head. And then hands down, push your bum up, bring your feet hip distance. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Start stretching those hamstrings. You should be getting a bit warmer. Bend your knees, flatten the back hinge up from the hips. Inhale, come up, reach up with the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we go again. Release the arms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward. I'm bending the knees, keeping the back safe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, high plank. I'm going to take an extra breath. One more inhale, and then I'm going through chaturanga. Push forwards if you're choosing the full chaturanga. Inhale into cobra, upward dog. And find your downward dog. As soon as you're there, lift the right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Big inhale. Right knee to the nose and step into that pigeon. We won't be here for too long, so find it quickly. Drop the knees down. Come onto fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Hopefully you feel a little bit of stretch in the glutes. Inhale, lift up, hands flat, tug the back toes. Push up into your three-legged dog again, right heel comes up. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Side plank or extend into fallen triangle. Lift that left arm, lift the hips high. Inhale into three-legged dog, left hand down. Right heel high, big inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee to the nose and step through this time, runner's lunge. So we're adding to that. Drop the hip, look forwards. Long spine. Left hand flat, right arm up, easy twist. Let's just hold that. Pivot the right shoulder to the ceiling. Pivot the rib cage up to the ceiling. But bend that right knee and straighten the left knee. So you should feel the stretch in the front of your left hip. Taking long breaths here. Put your right hand on the inside of your right foot. Pivot the left heel onto the mat. And walk the hands in the middle of the mat whilst you're bringing your feet parallel. Push your bum up, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale first in the middle, so long spine. Exhale forward with bent knees. Protect your back and just hang your shoulders, hang your chest, your head. Start stretching those inner thighs. Nice and slow, no rush. If you want to have the hands in line with the feet, maybe reach behind you, maybe grab the back of your legs, see where the stretch is. Now let's sit into a side lunge on your left heel. I'm walking the hands over to my left, turning the left toes out, and start sitting your bum down. Left elbow is on the inside of the left knee. And take your time. Again, you might want to stay up as long as your left heel is down. You're safe. Now think about spine. Spine first, and then the rest. Hands down on the mat. Push your bum up, come back into your wide-legged forward fold. And then if you want one more halfway lift, big inhale to prepare the spine. Slightly bend knees and fold. We're going to leave all that out next time. We're only interested in the side lunge. Walk to the front of the mat. Turn to the front. Look to the front. Hands flat, shoot the right leg back. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, leave it out. And meet us in downward dog. I'm pushing forwards. Inhale into cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. You can always leave this out. When you're ready, other side, lift the left leg. Inhale. Knee to nose. Exhale and push into pigeon. So lay that chin down. Back knee down, lift the chest, come onto the fingertips, inhale, exhale, fold, give it a little bit of a glute stretch. Inhale, start finding your three-legged dog. There is a lot going on here. No rush, make sure you engage your stomach muscles first. Inhale as you lift the left heel. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, and extend into fallen triangle if you want to be with your right heel down. Lift the hip higher. And three-legged dog, right hand down, left heel up. Big inhale. Bring that knee to the nose again. Step through this time, runner's lunge. Take your time. Drop the hip, right knee straight. Bend the left knee. I'm lengthening spine. Right hand flat, left fingertips on to the ceiling. Easy twist, let's just hold. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Keep your neck long. And turn that left rib up to the ceiling. Keep dropping the hip. Feel the front of your right hip stretching. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. Pivot your right heel onto the mat and start walking in the middle of the mat. Feet parallel. Big inhale into your halfway lift and exhale fold. So it's your second inner thigh stretch. Slight bend in the knee still. Tailbone is pointing up to the ceiling. Let's walk the hands over to your right. Let's sit into the side lunge. I turn around. Don't be confused, I turn around. Turning right foot out and start sitting your bum, your tailbone low. Again, elbow on the knee is absolutely fine, or the inside of the knee. Lengthen spine, and then maybe sink as low as you can. Look down at your right toes and knees. They should be going the same way. Fingertips on the mat. Push your bum up. Back into your wide-legged forward fold. I've got feet hip parallel. Big inhale into a halfway lift and exhale fold. Slight bend in the knees. Turn the tailbone up. Feel that your inner thighs, your hamstrings are getting longer. Walk the hands back to your left foot. Frame that left foot back into your runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward, straight spine. Exhale, push that left leg back. One more inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, sink through. Push forwards, inhale, cobra, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Give it one more breath to stretch. Keep the heels off, knees bent if you need to. But keep your spine long. On your next inhale, look forwards. Exhale, yogic squat, step or jump, feet wide, heels down. My feet are actually a little bit wider than the mat. And again, long spine. And then sinking the tailbone. Lifting the crown of your head, pushing the elbows into the knees, feeling the inner thigh stretching. Hands flat, palm up, inhale. Bring the feet hip distance. And then fold onto that thigh. Bend your knees flat in the back. Come all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms. You stay there. Come to the other side. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Take the extra breath if you want. And try and sink through with the same out breath. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Make sure your back is safe. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg up, let's start from the beginning. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, pigeon. Bring that right knee forwards and lay the shin down. Come onto the fingertips. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, start coming back up into your three-legged dog. Take your time, make sure you draw in the belly button first. Right knee to the left elbow. Fold and triangle if you want to extend that leg. Lift the hips a little bit higher one more time. And back into your three-legged dog. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step through in between the thumbs. Find your runner's lunge. Easy twist, right arm up. Big inhale. And very quickly we are going to walk the hand all the way over to your left foot as you pivot the left heel onto the mat. And sit into a side lunge. And remember, this is always an option. Try and sit a little bit lower than before, but take an extra breath. You might be able to sit all the way down, but wherever you sit, your left toes and knees are going the same way. If you can, point the right toes to the ceiling. Lift the chest again if you can. Now, I'm very happy if you're up here, because we will need that. Lovely. From here, come to the middle again. Give it a little forward fold just for a breath. And then come up slowly, bend the knees flat back, reach all the way up, and turn into a warrior two onto your right foot. Bend the right knee. Open up into a T. Roll the shoulders back. Tug the pelvis. Make sure you're not shifting forwards. Your shoulders should be above your hips. Reverse. Inhale, right fingertips to the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch down your right side. I'm going to go into half moon pose. Look down to the mat. Right fingertips are traveling in the front of the mat and float into it. I didn't do very well. Left fingertips to the ceiling, stacking shoulders, stacking hips, flexing the left foot, turning it out to your left, and hold that balance. I'm going to come into a warrior three. It's a bit of a tricky one. Bend your right knee first and level your hips. So your left toes are going to turn down to the mat and reach the left fingertips to the front. When you're ready, reach the right fingertips to the front and lift up into your second balance. Now I've got the left hip in line with the right hip. Maybe straighten your right leg if you can. And lift your left heel higher. Very careful with that. Suck your belly button in. Ooh, I've nearly fallen. We're going to step into your crescent lunge. Bend your right knee again. Slowly step down. Lift the arms to the ceiling. Let's just settle into that crescent lunge. I'm bending the back leg. Tucking tailbone. Shoulders away from the ears. Begin here. Reach a bit higher. And exhale. Let's go through chaturanga. Shoot that right leg back as you put the hands down. And sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And hold that for another breath. I'm going to turn around, you stay there. Let's do the other side. Lift the left heel. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step forwards into a pigeon. Lay that chin down. Big inhale as you lengthen spine on the fingertips. Exhale, fold. Careful on the left knee. Inhale, come back up. Start pushing the left leg up again, three-legged dog. Big inhale once you're there. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Extend fallen triangle. Lift the right arm. Then lift the hip one more time. Right hand down, left heel up. Three-legged dog. Step through on your exhale in between the thumbs. Find your runner's lunge. Walking the hands across the middle of the mat. Pivoting right heel onto the mat. Side lunge onto your right heel. Take your time. Take your time. And don't forget, this is always an option. Sit as low as you can. Think about spine first, and the rest. Make sure your right heel is definitely flat, because we will need that. Again, if you're a bit higher, that is fine by me. Walk to the middle with the hands, bum up. Give it another forward fold. And on your next inhale, bend the knees. Come up all the way into a five-pointed star. Inhale, exhale, turn onto the left foot. Warrior two. So you're bending the left knee and your knees above the ankle. Shoulders are stacked on top of the hips, so you're not shifting forwards. You're above the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Now let's do the balance. Look down. Left fingertips on the mat, well, in front of the mat. Float into your half moon. Sag the shoulders, hips. Right fingertips to the ceiling, flex the right foot. Point it out to the side. Your right heel is roughly about in line with your hip. Now let's square the hip. I'm bending the left knee to protect the hamstring and dropping my right hip in line with my left hip. So now my right toes are pointing down. Right fingertips to the front of the room, well, back of the room now for me. And then left fingertips are joining. Now I'm lengthening everything, lifting the right heel higher. Maybe straighten your left knee. Hold it for one more breath. Lift your thumb towards the ceiling, your right heel towards the ceiling, and start stepping back into your crescent lunge. Bend the left knee first. Land the right foot. Reach up. Find your crescent lunge. Sink in, but I'm bending the right knee. Reach nice and tall, shoulders away from the ears. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, hands down. Shoot the left leg back. Sink through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it for another breath. And on your next inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or jump forwards into a wide yogic squat again. Sit down. You should be getting warmer, a bit more mobile. Elbows into the knees. Tailbone as low as you can. Heels on the mat, flat. Lift the crown of the head. Look forwards, open the collarbone. And breathe. One more breath here. Hands on the mat. Bum up. Feet hip distance. Inhale halfway. Put your hands on your shins if you need to. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up with a flat back, bend the knees. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms. Let's go again. I'm going to go the other way. Feet hip distance. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. You find your chaturanga or meet us in downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right, lift the right leg. Three-legged dog. Exhale, pigeon. Lay that chin behind your wrists. Lengthen the spine on your next inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up and start pushing your right leg up again into your three-legged dog. Right knee to the left elbow, side plank or fallen triangle. Let's take an extra breath to lift that hip. If you want to, hover that right foot and maybe touch the right knee to the left elbow just once, just for fun. And extend. Let's go back into three-legged dog. Left hand down, right heel up. Inhale, exhale, step through runner's lunge. Right arm up, easy twist. Option here, drop the back knee down and point the right fingertips to the left heel. So we might want to drop the right knee out to your right. Come back into easy twist, and straight away I'm going to sit onto the left heel into side lunge. So I'm going to come around, I'm lifting the left hand. Staying a bit lower, and I'm sitting onto the left heel very gently and carefully into a side lunge. You might stay up a bit higher, or you might sit down. But your back is straight if you remember. You have the option to put the hands onto the mat, come into a wide-legged forward fold, or straight away push up into warrior two. So power up on your inhale. Exhale, sit onto the right heel, warrior two. That's what I left out in the previous round. Inhale, reverse, right fingertips to the ceiling. And exhale, half moon, right fingertips down. First balance, lift. Hold it for one more breath. Warrior three, leveling hips, turning left toes down, left fingertips to the front, right fingertips to the front. Now lift the thumbs, heels up, maybe straighten the right leg. Start bending the right knee again, step into crescent lunge. Arms up, big inhale, straight away. Chaturanga, as you push the right leg back, try and hover it if you want to do a three-legged chaturanga and sink through. Feet down as you open, cobra upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Once you found your breath, let's do the other side. Lift the left leg behind you, inhale. Exhale, pigeon, laying the shin in front of, behind the wrists. Inhale, lengthening spine. Exhale, find the glute stretch. Very careful on the left knee. Inhale, come up. Start pushing the left leg up. Three-legged dog. On your next exhale, touch the left knee to the right elbow or side plank straight away, fallen triangle. Right fingertips to the ceiling. If you want to hover the left foot and maybe touch the left knee to the right elbow just once. And then I'm hovering again. Push back into three-legged dog, left heel up. There's a lot happening. Leave it out if you need to, whatever bit it is. Step through in between the thumbs. Runner's lunge. Now let's sit onto the right heel into side lunge. I'm pivoting the heel down. And I'm coming around, sitting it as far as you can. You can always keep the right knee on the right elbow. Not the other way around, right elbow on the right knee. Or sit down. Spine long, so you're powerful in the back. Weight is on the right heel. You have the choice to go through your wide-legged forward fold, or warrior two straight away. Inhale, power up. Exhale, sit into warrior two, onto the left heel. Reverse, left fingertips to the ceiling. Big inhale, feel that stretch. Half moon, left fingertips on the mat or in front of the mat. Stacking shoulders and hips. Your right toes are pointing out to the right. Warrior three, level the hips, I'm bending the left knee. Pushing right fingertips to the front, lifting the left fingertips. Ooh, finding balance, lifting thumbs, right heel higher. Maybe straightening the left leg. Lots of weight in the hamstrings on the left side. And then bend the left knee, step back into your crescent lunge. Reach the arms up, straight away. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. If you want to hover that left leg for a three-legged chaturanga, sink through it. Feet down first. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And hold. I'm going to drop the elbows because we need to do it. We need to do the dolphin. Push the chest through. If you want to hold the downward dog instead with straight arms, that is fine. Try and keep the elbows no wider than your shoulders. Palms are flat. Dropping your chest and the armpit towards the ankles. Push back into your downward dog. Find a stretch again. Now we're going to practice your handstand. I'm going to walk the feet a bit closer, maybe in the middle of the mat, maybe a bit further. We're going to kick into it, and you try and hold the split legs, even change in the air. Right leg up first, so we're going to take off of the left leg first. Bit of bouncing, bit of swinging in the legs, and pushing the weight forwards. Make sure you're spreading the fingertips. And just kick off first, but keep the left leg low, so you're definitely not falling back. If you have the balance, just keep the legs split, just to be on the safe side. Have another go, still taking off of the left leg. You might not like it that much. Calm down. Sit back into child's pose just for a sec. Take the weight off of the wrist, shake them out. And let's try the other way. Hands forwards, push the bum up. Finding downward dog. And now I'm walking the feet closer, you might not need to. And then put the movement together. I'm lifting left leg behind me, so I'm taking off of the right leg. I've got the bounce in the right knee. I've got the swing in the left leg and pushing the weight above the wrist. Again, try and keep your right leg in the front. Just hang it down so you're safe. Once you've done that, step into downward dog again. Have another go if you want. And just meet us in downward dog. Oh, let's just stretch a bit. Good time to rest if you want. Once you've got your downward dog, just hold it for a couple of breaths. Long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose if you can. But if you need to open your lips, that's fine. Step or jump forwards, wide yogic squat. Let's stretch those hips again. Heels flat. Elbows into the knees, lift the chest. Now let's play. Your right fingertips on the mat. I'm mirroring, you might go the other way. And then lift the shoulder up to the ceiling, try and twist. Once you're there, lift the spine. Andrew, can you put your heels a little bit wider, please? Sorry. Even wider, so your heels can go low, can stay flat. Thank you. That's lovely, thank you. Come back, press into the knees again. Or the fingertips down. Start with the shoulder first. Maybe reach up, and then think about spine lengthen. I need to use the glutes on this side to push that knee out, so it's not dropping in, pushing it out. That should protect this, the groin if you've got any injuries. Hands on the mat. I know your legs are burning. Push your bum up. Bring your feet hip distance. Give it a halfway lift. Big inhale. And exhale forward. Slowly come up. Roll the shoulders out and reach up. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms. Take a couple of breaths. And we're going to go through your flow twice more. One more each way. When you're ready, reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, leave it out. Take the extra breath if you want. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Be careful with your back. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, pigeon. Shin is laying flat behind the wrists. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward. Let's hold it for an extra breath. Make sure it's not your knee. Make sure you feel it in your right glute, your right hip. Start coming back up, hands flat. Engage your core muscles first. Push the right leg up. Inhale. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Fallen triangle, lift. And I'm hovering straight away. Left elbow to the right knee, just the once. Extend, still hover if you can. And then let's push back up into three-legged dog. Right leg up nice and high. Step through between the thumbs. Runner's lunge. Straight away, lift the right fingertips. Big inhale. Drop the knee, point back. Exhale. Lift back into your easy twist. Inhale. Let's sit onto the left heel. Side lunge. Pivot the left heel down and sit down. Hold it for one more inhale. Find that stretch. Don't forget your spine is long. One more exhale. Warrior two. Power up, inhale. Exhale, sit onto the right heel. Inhale, reverse right fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, half moon, right fingertips down. Stack the shoulders, left fingertips pointing up. Left toe is turning out to the side. Let's level the hips. Ooh. Bend the right knee, warrior three. Find that balance. Strong glutes on the right side, strong hamstrings. One more breath. Step into crescent lunge. Big inhale as you reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. I'm hovering the right foot. You don't have to. Inhale, feet down. Exhale, downward dog. Let's go for the other side straight away. Lift the left leg. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step behind the wrists. Pigeon. We've got that extra breath there. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward. Find the stretch in the left glute. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Lift back up. Start finding your three-legged dog. Engage core first. Push the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Fallen triangle, I'm hovering the left foot straight away. If you want to touch that knee to the elbow once, go back to hovering that left foot if you can. And then right hand down, left leg up. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step through. Find your runner's lunge. Left fingertips to the ceiling, big inhale. Drop the back knee onto the mat. Point the left fingertips to the right heel. Inhale into easy twist. Pick up that back knee. And then let's sit onto the right heel into side lunge. Take your time. And then sit nice and low if you can. Long spine again. Hold it for one more inhale. One more exhale. Power up on your next inhale. Sit onto the left heel, warrior two. Inhale, reverse left fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, half moon, left fingertips down. Stacking shoulders and hips. Turning the right foot out to the side. Start bending the left knee as you're leveling the hips, reaching the fingertips to the front. And lift that right heel high. Find your warrior three. Hold it for one more breath. My left leg is shaking. Suck the belly button in. Sit back into your crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. I'm hovering the left foot behind me as I'm sinking through. Feet down. Inhale, cobra upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Hold. Let's do another set of handstand practice. Again, if you need to, like myself, step forwards. This time I'm going to take off of my right foot. So the left heel behind me. Bit of swinging, I'm just putting the movement together. Bit of bouncing, bit of pushing forwards. And I'm still keeping it safe. The right foot is still hanging down. Have a few goes. Keep spreading the fingertips. Oh. Mike has nearly fallen over, in case you're wondering, which is why you're keeping the right leg hanging down to keep safe. Once you've done that leg, Mike is here, by the way. Let's do the other side. Find your downward dog. And again, I'm going to take off of the left leg, the right heel behind you. Put the movement together. Make sure you're hanging the left heel down still so you won't fall back. I'm saying that to Mike. You're going to hate one side, you're going to love one side. Once you've done that, sit on your heels, child's pose. Take a few more goes if you want. I'm just going to relax, but you carry on if you need to. And let's do a little back bending. Camel. I'm going to start with my bum on the heels. Right fingertips down or the whole hand. I'm keeping the bum down. Just engage your glutes. So can you see that little tilt in the pelvis? I'm tilting the pubic bone up to the ceiling. And then I'm doing a little back bend. So the left fingertips are traveling forwards, up, and maybe bending back. That's what I'm starting with. And come back. Left hand down behind me. I've got the left fingertips pointing back. I'm engaging glutes, so I'm tilting pelvis straight away. And then right fingertips forwards, up to the ceiling, and back bending. And then come back. If you want to take it further, you will lift your bum. Make sure you've got this engagement going on first. And as you lift, you start the back bend. You're trying to reach the left fingertips straight behind you. If your fingertips, your right fingertips are on the ground, want to face to the heels, that's fine. Come back other side. Left hand down, engage glutes. Lift, point right fingertips straight behind me. And then come back. Now I'm going to put the heel of my hand onto the sole of my foot. Engage bum first, and then back bending. And then come back. Other side, heel of the hand onto the sole of the foot. Engage bum, and then back bend if it's there. Very careful. Come back. Now I'm going onto my heel. So in between my thumb and my first finger, I'm putting it onto my heel. Engage the bum first. Lift, and then try and go straight behind you. See how far it goes. If it hurts your back, you might want to go back a level. And again, I'm going the other way. I've got the left hand on the heel or wherever you're putting it. Start with glutes. And then start reaching up, 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 up. Push the hips to the front of the mat. And then come back. Settle your bum on your heels. I'm reaching forwards. I need to flush out my quads. I'm lifting the bum. Downward dog. Find a stretch in the chest again. You can do another dolphin if you want. So I'm dropping the elbows if you don't want to. Just stay in downward dog. Now this time I'm walking the feet a bit closer to the face. But then I'm pushing the chest towards the ankle. Bum goes higher, suck the belly button in. Keep the heels off of the mat. Don't worry about the heels. Everybody loves this one. Let's lift the right heel as high as you can. I'm bending the left knee. Keep pushing the chest towards the ankle. So it's a lot of mobility in the shoulders and a lot of strength in the shoulder blades. Keep pushing the chest through. Try not to look between your thumbs. Look towards your ankle. Put the right leg down. Lift the left foot. Bend that right knee. Lift, 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 lift. Keep pushing the armpits towards the ankle. Long breaths. Bring that left foot down. Walk the legs back where they came from. Straighten the arms. Push up into downward dog. And hold. Drop the knees onto the mat. Lie down onto your front. Once you're there, reach the fingertips behind you. Point them to the heels. Face the palm down. Keep the feet hip distance. Roll the shoulder blades together and lift the shoulders. Back extension, strengthening the back muscles. Lift the palms a little bit higher. But keep the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the neck. So if you can, look down at the mat. Let's do the full back extension. Squeeze the bum cheeks. Lift both legs. Now send the tailbone towards the heels and suck the belly button away from the mat. And just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands underneath your forehead, stack them, bend the knees, push your heels side to side, loosening the back. Let's put the right arm out to the side. We stretch out the chest, the shoulders. Your right hand is flat. I've got the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Bend the left knee and roll onto your right side to stretch out your right shoulder. Try and land the left toes behind you. Now you have the option here to lift the left fingertips towards the ceiling or the sky. Make sure your left palm is pointing out to your left right now. So if you're thinking about pushing the back of your hands together, I can't, you might be able to. You should feel the front of your shoulder stretching. But my thumb is still pointing to the front of the mat, where the crown of my head is going.
Good thumb.
Now trying to interlace the fingers, and your right palm is still flat on the mat. Well, on the mat, on the carpet. Lovely, and then come back to center. Roll onto your front. Just leave the right arm as it is. Just give it time to recover. It's quite a strong stretch. You want to give it a couple of breaths before you move it. And then bring the right hand underneath your right shoulder. Bring the left palm out to the side. Make sure it's in line with your shoulder. Bend the right knee, roll into your left side. Try and land the right toes behind you. Find the stretch in the left shoulder, and when you're ready, stick the right arm up to the ceiling if it's there. Now watch the direction of the palm. We're looking for an external rotation in the shoulder joint. So the thumb should be pointing where the crown of your head is going. And then think about pressing the back of your hands together. So it's not the palms, it's not interlacing. You're keeping that external rotation. A few deep breaths here. And come back. Slowly roll onto your front. Again, leave that left hand as it is for a couple of breaths. And then bring that left hand under your shoulder and just sit onto your heels. Try not to do a press up now. Just sit onto your heels. Nice and gentle. Bring your feet to the side. Bring your bum onto the mat. I'm going to scooch the front of the mat, so I've got mat behind me. Right, a bit more core before we stretch. Sitting in a V. Grabbing the back of your knees, sitting up tall. Slight hinge and scoop the tummy. So you're switching on the lower part first, sucking belly button in. Fingertips to the front. And then maybe a little bit more hinge back. Let's do the boat pose, we know it. Float the legs up one by one, starting with tabletop. I'm just double checking here that I'm sucking in belly button. There's no back pain. If anytime you need to touch the feet down, feel free to do that. When you're there, and if it's there, if it's available for you, maybe straighten the knees, but I'm still sucking in the belly button. Now a bit of movement here. This is your high boat. I'm going to inhale as I'm touching the lower back onto the mat. Low boat. And exhale, I'm lifting back up with control without using any momentum. Inhale, sorry, noises are coming from everywhere. I don't know where it came from. Oh, it was Paul, I think. Oh, he was laughing at us. Touching the lower back onto the mat. I'm so sorry. I thought you were laughing at me, and then come back up. Inhale, touch the lower back onto the mat. Exhale, come up. Now, if it's there, come a bit higher, and maybe lift the biceps to the ears. And then let's go back down into a low boat one more time, just for fun. Come back up, lift, and then bring them down. Bend the knees, hug the knees in, lean forwards, and just give it a little rest. If you want to rock side to side, it might be nice on the back. Lovely. Grab the strap if you've got one, or your towel. Forward, forward. Pointing your toes up. Have a side bend in the knees if you need to. Just lengthen the spine. Again, remember, spine is more important, or that's the first anyway. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, forward again. Use the towel if you need it. Let's do one more halfway lift. so your spine is even longer. Inhale and exhale forward. Let's just hold for a few breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Nice long breaths. Make this the last one. Maybe lengthen further if you want. Very careful on your back. Make sure you can feel it in the back of your legs. And then sit up slowly. Now this time we are going to roll onto our backs with straight legs. But it's the same rule, arms out. First you hinge from the hips and then you suck your belly button in. So think about peeling the spine onto the mat one by one. Starting with the coccyx, sacrum, lumbar spine. Now I'm getting to my last rib, and the thoracic spine is going down. Once you're down there, hands flat, bring the heels up to your bum. Let's extend the hips one more time. Once your heels are flat, your feet are flat. Inhale as you lift the tailbone first, and then lift the hips. And just hold it there. Tilting pelvis, so you feel that the hip flexors are trying to open up. Clench the glutes, and you're protecting your back. Now suck your belly button towards the lower back. Lift your bum higher. Again, give it another tilt, so your pubic bone is going higher than your belly button. And then you have the option here to interlace the fingers under your hips. Tug the shoulder blades under. This is where I'm going to start. Maybe lift higher, but again, another little tilt. So you've got the glutes there to work. And then you have the option to lift into your full wheel. If you want to tug the hands under your shoulders and lift up, if you know it, go for it. Otherwise, you're staying with me. Make sure your knees are pointing forwards. Try your best to keep the feet flat. Hold it for one more breath. And then release it down slowly. I'm releasing the hands, peeling spine onto the mat. Once you're down there, slowly one by one, tug the knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Rock side to side. And let's do a glute stretch. I'm putting the right heel across the left thigh, flexing the right foot, the right ankle. Reaching for the left thigh, or the back of your thigh. Bring everything closer to your chest and relax your head and shoulders onto the mat. Feel the stretch in your right glutes again. This time we are holding it static, we're not moving around. Taking a few deep breaths. And slowly release, but push your right thigh on top of the left thigh. Arms out into T, and both knees are going over to your right. So your right calf is pulling your left knee across for a spinal twist. Now think about your left shoulder blades, send them flat on the mat, and look over your left shoulder. If you turn your palms towards the ceiling, but keep the back of your hands resting on the mat, you might be able to keep the shoulder blades flat. Feel it in the lumbar spine. You might feel it in your glute as well, your left glute. Make sure it doesn't hurt your back. And slowly come back to center, very slowly, because there's a lot of weight to lift back. And then untangle the legs. Starting with the glutes on the other side. Left heel comes across the right thigh. Flexing the left foot, left ankle. Bring the left heel close to your groin. Reach for the right thigh. Once you've got that, relax the head and shoulders onto the mat. Close your eyes, it might be quite nice. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the nose. Keep pulling the thigh towards your chest to feel the stretch in the left glute. And then relax. Slide the thighs together, left thigh on top of the right thigh. Arms in a T. Both knees over to your left. Your left calf is pulling the right knee across. Look over your right shoulder. Shoulder blades flat. And then come back to center. Untangle the legs. Draw the knees in one more time. Massage your lower back for the last time. And then slowly roll onto your side and sit up. In your own time, rearrange the hair. Cross the ankles. Sit up tall. Shoulders back, away from the ears. Ear to shoulder one way. And the other way. Back to center, lift the chin. Big inhale. Chin down to chest, just hold it there for a sec. Feel the back of your neck. And then roll it one way. Keep dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Other way. And back to center, lift the gaze. Reach up, let's finish it up. Inhale. And slowly bring it down to heart center, exhale. Thank you very much. Namaste. Hang on. Bear with me. Thank you so much, guys. Hang on.